So, what really separates a good interview answer from a great one? Today, we're going to break down the game tape of a truly top-tier interview. We'll get into the exact strategies A players use to give answers that you just can't forget. Here's the thing. A good answer gives you the facts, but a great answer tells a story. It puts you in the room. It shows the person's judgment. It proves their impact. And it doesn't just show what they did. It reveals who they are. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly how to do it yourself. All right, let's meet the two people at the table. First up is Sarah, the interviewer. She's smart, she's looking for proof, not just theory. And then we have Marcus, our A-player candidate. He's come prepared to turn his real-world experience into some seriously compelling stories. Let's see how he does. Okay, let's jump right into the very first scenario, a huge decision that had to be made under some serious pressure. I mean, this is where you really see what a candidate is made of. So Sarah kicks things off with a classic pressure test. This kind of question is designed to see how you really think when the clock is ticking and you don't have all the answers. Let's break down how Marcus handles it. Marcus just lays out the situation with incredible clarity. He starts with the problem, a data pipeline issue. Then he immediately raises the stakes. One of their top clients has a huge board meeting the next morning. And here's the kicker. He's got a 30-minute window to decide whether to tell them or not. He makes the tough call, he tells them. And the result? The problem gets fixed, and 6 months down the line, that same client renews, specifically because he was so transparent. It's just a perfect story arc. You know, that wasn't just a good story he told off the cuff. That was a perfect textbook execution of what's called the STAR method. This is the secret framework that A players use to give their answers structure and real impact. It stands for situation, task, action, and result. Let's look closer. I mean, just look at how cleanly his answer fits into this. The situation, a critical data problem. The task, a super high-stakes decision. The action, he personally makes a proactive call. And the result, not only did they keep the client, but they actually improved their internal process because of it. It's that structure that makes the story so powerful and easy to remember. Okay, now this is where it goes from a great answer to an elite one. When Sarah asks a follow-up about internal pushback, Marcus drops this line. Wow. This single sentence is a total masterstroke. It's not just him justifying what he did, it's his entire leadership philosophy distilled into 9 words. It proves he thinks in principles, not just tactics. Okay, let's move on to the second scenario. Now Sarah's going to probe a totally different but just as critical leadership skill. The ability to take a struggling team and turn it into a high-performing one. Sarah's next question is testing something else. Can he fix a broken team? This isn't about blaming people. It's about showing that you can diagnose real problems and actually build a culture that wins. And notice the methodical approach he takes. He doesn't just storm in on day one making huge changes. His first step is to listen. I think what's so smart about this is the emotional intelligence. He gets the real story from the team itself. Then he creates structure, and this is key, he creates it with them, so they own it too. Finally, he goes out and manages the stakeholders, buying his team the air cover they need to actually improve. It's a masterclass. This is so important. Marcus starts with a hard number. He's not vague, he's specific. The team was delivering late more often than not. This one metric, 40%. It sets the stage perfectly and makes the turnaround he's about to describe so much more powerful. It's the before picture that gives the after all its impact. And boom, this chart just says it all, doesn't it? You can see this clear, dramatic climb over time. He took the team from a 40% on-time rate all the way up to 91% in a year. I mean, these are the kinds of numbers, the quantifiable results that just separate A players from everyone else. The numbers do all the talking for him. And what do you know, we can map this whole turnaround story right back to the STAR method again. Situation, an underperforming team. Task, get them back on track. Action, his brilliant 3-step plan. And the result, a massive jump in performance. But check out that last detail. 2 team members were promoted. That shows he's not just a manager hitting a number, he's a true leader who develops his people. So, after watching that masterclass, what's the playbook? What are the key lessons we can pull from Marcus's performance, whether we're the one in the hot seat or the one asking the questions? Okay, if you're the candidate, the lesson here is crystal clear. Use STAR to give your stories a strong backbone. Use numbers, hard numbers, to prove your impact. Take ownership with I decided, not we decided. That shows real leadership. And don't just say what you did, explain why you did it. And finally, show that you actually learn from the tough times by turning them into better processes. And hey, if you're the one doing the interviewing, the takeaways are just as important. Ask about what people have actually done, not what they would do. Dig deeper with follow-up questions. Listen for the why, not just the what. And always, always be on the lookout for that quantifiable impact and clear ownership that tells you found a true A player. So I'll leave you with a challenge. What's the one story that defines your career? After watching Marcus, think about how you could tell that story for maximum impact. Is your story ready?